All right, guys, this is it. This is the one.
Yeah, you were a goner, man. They heard that shit.
Okay. The energy was off, but now I feel it. Now I feel it. This is it. This is our time.
No. It's yelling. It's yelling. No, we're not letting you do that shit.
I love horror games so very much, but I have a serious problem. I can't ever seem to finish any. I downloaded Alien Isolation 2 years ago. I'm still not even halfway through with that game. I've played a lot of horror games in my life, and I think there's a pretty clear reason why I haven't beaten these games. It's because well, not actually. I think that's overdoing it. But I get scared really easily. And one thing that's been scaring me a lot recently is how little of you subscribe, bro. Why, you think YouTube don't be telling me shit? Bro, me and Tube, that's what I call him. Me and Tube, we're like this. Seriously, you guys gotta start subscribing though. I wanna get invited to conventions as a guest and fist fight all the YouTubers I don't like. We could really get to that position, bro. And all you gotta do is press that little button down there. Anyway, so I think the first horror game I ever played, like many other people, was Slender the 8 Pages. Walking around the forest in the dark, knowing that there is this intense sense of danger surrounding you, with the only reprieve being the moment you find a piece of paper that says something along the lines of, "Hey, when I catch you, oh boy." That's what the notes be saying. That was probably my first experience with horror games, and to be honest with you guys, nothing's really changed. As much difficulty as I have with them, I actually really like horror games. A lot. Getting the opportunity to really engross myself in unreasonably tense situations really forces me to lock into the games I'm playing. I would equate it a lot to how in Telltale's The Walking Dead, you get way more tapped into everything that's happening because you're the one making the story decisions, you're the one pushing the story forward, you're the one getting microaggression by Kenny.
Well, you're, urban?
Well, Actually, I don't know if that's that might be a macroaggression. What scary games do is really make you feel the tension of the situation you're in. To be honest, I'm never more afraid than when I'm playing a scary game.
No fuck. Dude. Yeah, you were a goner, man. They heard that shit.
I've watched so many horror movies, it's borderline stupid. I've seen all the classics, and I've seen a lot of the newer ones like Long Legs, Black Phone, and Sinister, and these are all great, terrifying movies. Well, they're all terrifying movies, but there's a level of separation that puts my fears at a ceiling. I can only get so scared while watching shit happen to someone else. But personally, if I was running around and suddenly I look behind me and there's a 7-foot man barreling toward me, I think I'm gonna shit my pants a little bit. Horror games aren't scary because of the things happening in the game, although that is a big part of it, but it's scary because of the removal of that separation between the media and the audience. It changes how they react and operate, and it fundamentally changes how scary everything is. For example, me personally, I'm a save scum demon. I need to save to an almost compulsive amount. If I open a door I haven't touched before, let me go save first. If I just picked up a new key item I gotta transport, hold up, let me go save first. I will go save if the vibe feels off, like I got observation hockey. And even more than that, I'm a double saver, so I'll save and then overwrite that brand new save with an even newer save because I'm just that paranoid. Listen, I like to think I'm a very easygoing and smart and cool and handsome and thoughtful, but to be honest, I turn into a completely unrecognizable person when I'm playing horror games. It follows a little term I coined called the horror identity switch, which essentially describes how completely normal individuals, while playing a horror game, can develop really fascinating personality shifts, like paranoia, aggression, or stupidity. I created this hypothesis while studying footage of myself playing horror games, and to be honest, the only thing I could think of was, hey, you're acting like a bitch. I don't like saying I'm an anxious person. I think I have the same amount of anxiety as anybody else, but I noticed that while playing scary games, that feeling of anxiety morphs into paranoia and even stupidity, to the point where I will stop understanding very self-explanatory things, or maybe I'll even make a dumb choice out of fear, which is interesting because I'm not typically like that, but scary games bring that out of me. It's pretty unlikely I'll ever move to Raccoon City or try to save my wife from anything, so ultimately, horror games are about forcing me to contend with impossible situations. These impossible scenarios are so stressful because of the sheer lack of information on the interactions. Crucial questions like, who is this guy? And am I about to get knocked the fuck out? Are all on your mind, but you just don't know what's going on. You're forced to move first and analyze later, which in of itself is very scary. And it typically works out how you would expect, but I'm just gonna be honest. Sometimes I can't finish these games, bro. I'm scared, dude. I don't know what you want from me. I paid you $30 to soil my trousers? What kind of shit is that, bro? I simply cannot do it. Horror games are some of the most popular types of games getting released today. There truly is an infinite bag of scary games. They're dropping analog horror, Lovecraftian horror, and the most terrifying kind, job-based horror. Ugh. I think I'm always gonna be playing horror games, but I honestly don't know if I'll ever be able to finish them regularly. Thank you all so much for watching. This marks the end of October, so my blood pressure is going back down, and the channel is going back to its regularly scheduled programming. I'll see you guys next week. Okay, bye-bye.